Hey, what's good, happy people? This is Pastor Q coming right back at you with another one shot. Check this out. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe. I need those likes. Now, let's jump right into it. Today we're going to be talking about John 3:17. We often hear about John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten son, and so on, to come save the earth, basically, because he loves us. Nobody really talks about 3:17, the next verse. Why? I don't know, but check this out. It reads as follows, and I'm reading from the ESV, the English Standard Version, and it says, "For God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through him." That is God's major act of love, because condemnation does not come from God. Condemnation is a sinful nature that we're all born with due to the fall of man in the beginning in the garden. Jesus came to save us from that condemnation. How? Invite us to his fold, be part of his church, be part of his body. And that's what we want to do. Remember, God's end game is to restore mankind back to righteousness, back to how it was before Adam even sinned. Because even in that, check this out, even in sin, God still loves you. God still wants the best for you. God still desires to be with you, even when you're in sin. How do you know that? Because if you look at Genesis chapter 3, verse 21, I do believe, he even talks about making clothes for Adam and Eve before they got cast out of the garden. They got cast out of the garden because in their sinful nature, they couldn't eat of the tree of life, because if they did, they'll be in that sinful nature forever. So in that act of love, that shows you that God still loves you and he will still do for you. But at the same time, you have to be committed to him. That's how you get more. Remember, that's why he sent his son, because he wants to reconnect that line. He wants to reconnect and reestablish that connection of righteousness from him to us. Hope you guys get it. Remember, that's his act of love. And speaking of love, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Thank you for your time. Peace.